Hello friends, my dear students, my name is Sunil Mishra. Today we will start the polity or constitution. Our first topic is historical background of constitution. It means constitutional development of India. ये हमारा फर्स्ट टॉपिक रहेगा. After the lecture we will discuss the previous question in prelims and mains examination and short question answer will be after the lecture. So friends, this is your first topic, historical background of constitution. It was started on 31st December 1600 when East India Company came to India as a traders. East India Company as a traders came to India. They got the exclusive power, exclusive right of trading. They got the exclusive right of trading by the charter. It means this is the beginning of your background of historical background of constitution, constitutional development of India. 31st December 1600 East India Company came to India. They got the exclusive right of trading by the charter which was given to the British government. Means charter, what is charter? Charter is a exclusive right. Okay. Then in 1764 Battle of Buxar. As you know, Shah Alam was the king, was the Mughal king at that time. After that war, after that Buxar battle, British position was very consolidated, became very consolidated. They became very powerful. जैसे हम कहते हैं अंगद का पांव जमाना. Just like that, they became very powerful after Battle of Buxar. Okay, and now 1765 company got the Diwani power, means civil revenue and tax collection by the government. In 1765 company got the Diwani power, means civil revenue and tax collection. And at that time Bengal, Bihar and Odisha was main three provinces at that time. Three, we can say, princely states, जिसको हम रजवाड़ा या देशी रियासतें कहते हैं. बंगाल, बिहार, उड़ीसा was main three area. In that area company got the Diwani power, means free trading to collect the revenue and tax. Now after that Diwani, company became more powerful in economic sector. So that year was very important for the company. Shah Alam at that time, king was at Delhi. Then civil revenue and tax collection. Okay. After some time, in 1773, company became selfish. Their officer became cruel, indisciplined. That's why, इसको समझिएगा, हम हिस्टोरिकल देख रहे हैं कैसे स्टोरी बनी. दैट्स वाई ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट प्रेजेंटेड द एक्ट फ्रॉम 1773. ओके, क्लियर है? नाउ we will see the first act 1773. This is known as regulating act. Why? Because it was the first step by the British government to regulate and control to the company. नेम का देखेंगे. रेगुलेटिंग एक्ट. वाई इट वॉज? बिकॉज ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट वॉज स्टार्टेड और इट वॉज द फर्स्ट स्टेप टू कंट्रोल एंड रेगुलेट द कंपनी. दैट्स वाई इट इज नोन एज रेगुलेटिंग एक्ट. सो दैट एक्ट had some features. First, Supreme Court was set up. Supreme Court was set up in Calcutta in 1774. Supreme Court was set up in Calcutta in 1774 and first Chief Justice was Elijah Ampe. This is first feature of Regulating Act. Supreme Court was set up in Calcutta in 1774. This is really very important. Second, Governor General post was created. Governor General is a main administrating officer of company. Governor General post was created and the first Governor General of Bengal was Warren Hastings, who was the first Governor General of Bengal. Okay. Second feature, Governor General post was created and Warren Hastings was the first Governor General of Bengal. Right? Now, third, Executive Council. Executive Council of 4 members. Executive Council of 4 members were set up. That council was assist to the Governor General. Why? Because Executive Council set up. Why? Because that council assist to or help to or manage to the Governor General's functions. That's why Executive Council was set up and it had 4 members. Okay. And fourth one is Court of Director. Court of Director, what was? It was the governing body of the company. What we can say? It was the governing body of the company. So, it is our first act, 1773, Regulating Act. Why? Because it was regulating, because British government control and regulate first time or initiate the to company. That's why that act was known as Regulating Act. Okay. First feature, Supreme Court Calcutta. Elijah Ampe was Chief Justice. Governor General Warren Hastings. Executive Council of 4 members. Right? It is our first act. Now, the second act was 1784. It was known as Pitt's India Act. 1784 was known as Pitt's India Act. And who was Pitt's? Pitt's was the Prime Minister of Britain. That's why he was presented that act to his name. First feature, that act distinguish or bifurcate. That act distinguish or bifurcate between the commercial and political function of company. First feature, Pitt was the British Prime Minister. First feature of 1784 was to first feature of 1784, yes, distinguish or separated between the commercial and political function of the company. Very important. Two types of functions, political and commercial. Commercial means it is totally concerned with the trades and it is concerned with the states and policies. So, the first feature, very important. Second one is court of director manage or administered the commercial functions. ध्यान दीजिएगा, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. कोर्ट ऑफ डायरेक्टर manage and administered the commercial function of the companies, and board of director manage or administrate the political functions. सेकेंड में आप फर्स्ट में देखें जो डिस्टिंग्विश हो रहा है बिटवीन द कमर्शियल एंड पॉलिटिकल. अब उसके लिए बॉडी है. कोर्ट ऑफ डायरेक्टर मैनेज द कमर्शियल, board of director manage the political. That two, we can say the dual board set up at that 1784 Pitt's Act, very important. And also the third main feature is British possessions of India. What was that? The territory of India, company territory of India, was known as the British possession of India. Means the territory was now take over or hand over by the British. Means the territory of company which was in India was ultimately controlled by the British. British was authorized to that territory. That is why possessions means एक तरीके से power, अधिकार मिल गया. British possessions of India. Okay, friends. This is your second 1784 Pitt's India Act. Now the third. As I said before, the question hour will be the last session of that lecture. Next act is 1813. First feature, also very important, business monopoly या business trading we can say was ended of company. Business trading or business monopoly was ended of company, or we can say monopoly of company in trading partially ended. Why we can partially? Because except tea, opium and trade with China. No doubt it is a very important feature of 1813. What was that? Monopoly of company was ended, but it was, we can say, partially. Why? Completely not, partially. Except tea, opium and trade with China. टी का व्यापार कर सकते थे, ओपियम, अफीम और चाइना के साथ. That's why we can say the partially monopoly was ended, right? Second feature of that act, 1 lakh rupees expense for Indian education. Important. 1 lakh rupees by the 1813 Act, expense on Indian education. Education is very important for the country and community and society also. We are talking about the constitutional development of India, historical background of India. So that point was very important for the Indians, because Britishers, or we can say, they expense 1 lakh rupees for Indian education. So that is the second important point. It was your 1813 Act. Okay friends, 1773, 1784, 1813, and now the next act is 1833. It was also important because it was the final step towards centralization. Which was started on 1773. As you know, centralization was started by 1773 Act. What was that? That Governor General of Bengal became very powerful, and the two other, Madras and Bombay presidency, was under the Bengal. So again फिर से सुनिए, सेंट्रलाइजेशन 1773 से शुरू हुआ. What was that? Governor General of Bengal became very powerful, and Madras and Bombay presidency was under the Bengal. So one unit, one power means centralization. Two words in your constitution polity: centralization and decentralization. It means distribution of power. Decentralization and centralization means one unit, one person, power centered on one unit. So that centralization was started from 1773, which was ended in 1833. Final step towards centralization. Understood? Why? Because Governor General of Bengal became the Governor General of India, and first Governor General was William Bentinck, 1828 to 1835, period of the William Bentinck. Okay, now 1833, last step towards the centralization. Governor General of Bengal became the Governor of India. William Bentinck was the first Governor General of India. That's why the finishing of or abolishing of centralization. Second, Governor General got the exclusive legislative power. As we know, government has three organs: legislative, executive and judiciary. जिस तरीके से आज उस तरीके से चले आ रहे थे. So Governor General authorized or got the exclusive legislative power to use the legislature concerned, because it was very important post. It governing the administration or it managed the administration. So it is also important for the Governor General point of view. They got the exclusive legislative power. Now, third point, East India Company became purely administrative body. East India Company became purely administrative body. This is also important. East India Company became purely administrative body, which was purely commercial body at the time of 1773. Right? This is your 1833 and one main point. What was that? Business or trading monopoly of company was fully ended. Business monopoly or trading monopoly of company was fully ended. What was that? Monopoly means एकाधिकार. एक व्यक्ति एक कंपनी को कर रही तो दूसरा उस क्षेत्र में वो कार्य नहीं कर सकता था. That is एकाधिकार monopoly. Like that, in 1813, partially monopoly was ended, as we know. Now in 1833, complete business trading or business monopoly, trading monopoly was ended of company. Tea, opium and trade with China, total end in that act, by that act. Okay, 1833. Now, (1858). It is also important because it was the time when the administration and the rule and the governing power of company was ended and takeover by the British government, means Elizabeth means crown. So the crown rule was started by that act. That's why 1858 is very important for our examination, because crown rule was started. That's why we can say the important act. First feature, exam point of view से हमारे लिए crown rule was started. What was that? Administration of company was ended by the British government. Also, we can say the good governance. That act, ये भी थोड़ा फीचर याद रखिए प्रीलिम्स पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से. That act was also known as the Good Governance of India Act. Good governance, why? Because the rule of company was ended and taken over by the British government or crown. First feature, Governor General post was created by 1773, and now by that act Viceroy post was created. Governor General ultimately responsible for the company, and Viceroy is ultimately responsible for the British government and crown. So, first feature, very important, Viceroy post was created. First Viceroy was Lord Canning. This is very important in the concern of prelims examination also. Viceroy, first Viceroy was Lord Canning. Second, that act ended the Board of Control and Court of Directors. Board of Control, as we know, that manage the political affairs, and Court of Director manage the commercial affairs. And in 1858, एक इंस्टीट्यूशन की उस समय जरूरत पड़ी, अब यहाँ पे नहीं है नीड. दैट्स वाई इन 1858 बोर्ड ऑफ कंट्रोल एंड कोर्ट ऑफ डायरेक्टर was ended. It is also important feature. Next point आता है, by the 1858 Secretary of State, new post was created, Secretary of State for India. Secretary of State for India post was created, and that Secretary of State was the member of British Cabinet. Also important in prelims examination, पूछा गया है. नेक्स्ट फीचर 1858 का क्या है? Secretary of State post was created for India and it was the member of British Cabinet, and 15 member of Council of India. 15 members of Council of India assist or help for the Secretary of State. Understood? Secretary of State post created, member of British Cabinet, and to assist and for the help of that Secretary of State, 15 member of Council of India were set up. This is 1858. Important, Crown Rule was started. So 1773, 1784, 1813, 1833 and 1858. Now the next one is 1861. Also important, the Crown Rule was started by 58. Why it was first time portfolio system. Portfolio, as we know, the started by first Viceroy of India, Lord Canning. Viceroy post was created by which act? 1858, right? Portfolio system was introduced by Lord Canning. What was that? It is just like a department. जैसे आज आपने देखा होगा प्राइम मिनिस्टर सबको एक पोर्टफोलियो डिपार्टमेंट देते हैं. Just like that, portfolio system, department system was introduced by Lord Canning. Police system also introduced by that act. Police system, very important unit in the society to control the crime. Police system was introduced by 1861. Next feature important, ordinance power. Ordinance power for the viceroys. Means it is just like, we can compare the president in article 123, the article of constitution 123. What is that? President has authorized to ordinance power, and in article 213 governor is authorized for the ordinance power. Just like that, viceroy is authorized for the what is ordinance power? Ordinance power is just the special power at the time of different situation, or at the time of emergency, or at the time of when the session is not working. So they got the power of ordinance. कुछ एकदम से विशेष कोई डिसीजन लेना हो, then the viceroy had a ordinance power. Okay. 1861, it was also introduced first time in 1860 budget system. Budget is very important for small areas or the biggest countries. In 1860, budget was introduced. It included in that act. No doubt it is the year 1860. but included in that act, right? Now the next act is 1909. अब 1909, 1919 और 35, no doubt about that, they all three are very important in the concern of examination, prelims, mains or interview in the UPSC examination. पहले के भी थे, but that three are very important. So first one is 1909. That act is known as Morley-Minto Act. Morley was the Secretary of State. That post was created by the 1858 Act, member of British Cabinet. The two persons were introduced that act was known as Morley-Minto. Morley was the Secretary of State and Minto was the Viceroy at that time. First, the name of, very important in the exam point of view, UPSC, PSC में हर साल ये क्वेश्चन हिट होता है. What is the name of 1909 Act? Name Morley-Minto. Morley, Secretary of State, and Minto, Viceroy. Second, separate electorate for the Muslims. यहाँ समझिए, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. ग्रेजुअली प्रोसेस 1773 से हम किस तरीके से चले आ रहे हैं, बट नाउ द सिनारियो हैज चेंज्ड, ट्रेमेंडसली चेंज. जैसे कोरोना ने पूरे जीवन और पूरे लाइफ को डिस्टर्ब किया, अस्त व्यस्त किया, उसी तरीके से क्या आया पॉइंट? इन 1909 सेपरेट इलेक्टोरेट, separate election for the Muslims means Muslim members were to be elected by the Muslim voters. क्या कहना चाह रहे हैं? That was the started of divide and rule. Yes, understood? It was the started of divide and rule 1909. Separate election for the Muslims means Muslim members were to be elected by the only Muslim voters. So Minto was the founder of communalism. हम यहाँ कह सकते हैं सांप्रदायिकता. कम्युनिज्म मीन्स डिवाइड एंड रूल, फूट डालो शासन करो. मिंटो ऑल्सो इंपॉर्टेंट प्रीलिम्स एग्जामिनेशन, लगातार हिट हो रहा है क्वेश्चन भी आप देखेंगे. मिंटो वॉज द वाइसराय ऑफ दैट टाइम एंड ही वॉज नोन एज द फादर ऑफ कम्युनिज्म. नेक्स्ट, सेंट्रल लेजिस्लेटिव काउंसिल. नेक्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट फीचर इज सेंट्रल लेजिस्लेटिव काउंसिल raised 16 to 60. What was that? It was the main legislature council of central level. Member was 16, but by that act it was raised 16 to 60. 16 से 60 हो गया. ये भी काफी इंपॉर्टेंट है. So this is your 1909. Now next act is 1919. It was known as Montagu-Chelmsford Act. Just like that, the two person involved or included in the 1909. In the same manner, in 1919, that act was known as Montagu-Chelmsford. Montagu was Secretary of State, and Chelmsford was the Viceroy. Secretary of State and Chelmsford was the Viceroy. Okay. Main feature, diarchy or the dual rule in provinces. This is the first important feature of 1919 Act. Diarchy, it is the Greek word, and or the dual rule. What was that? At that time, subjects were divided into two parts, reserved and transferred. At that time, subjects were divided into two parts, reserved subjects and transferred subject. On reserved subjects, law made by the or that subjects managed by the Viceroy and its council. What was diarchy or dual rule? It was started in the provinces. प्रांत होते हैं, स्टेट होते हैं. First one is reserved, which was managed or administered by the Viceroy and its council, and transfer subject was managed by the Viceroy and its ministers. This is the gradually processed or the simply processed subjects to make the law. जिसे आज भी हमारे बहुत सारे सब्जेक्ट्स हैं, कहीं सेंट्रल बनाता है, कहीं स्टेट बनाता है. आज तो वाइसराय गवर्नर जनरल है ही नहीं. जस्ट लाइक दैट, रिजर्व सब्जेक्ट्स मैनेज बाय द वाइसराय एंड काउंसिल, एंड ट्रांसफर सब्जेक्ट मैनेज बाय द वाइसराय एंड देयर मिनिस्टर्स. And now the main point of 1919 Act. This Act was provided the responsible government of India. इसके पहले हम देखते थे कि कुछ विशेष रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी नहीं होती थी, but that act was provided responsible government for India by the 1919, and direct election. It is also important. Direct elections. There are two types of election, direct and indirect. Direct means elected by the people, and indirect means elected by the members. So, the two main word responsible, last year UPSC PSC में दोनों में ये क्वेश्चन हिट हुआ था. Responsible word was given by which act? Responsible government of India means British government responsible for the Indian people and their needs and the working of the positive form. So, responsible government word was given in the 1919 Act. Okay. Now, next important, bicameralism. Bicameralism means two houses. Just like that today. At present, we have two houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha in central, House of People and Council of State. Okay. Just like that, bicameralism means Council of State. Bicameralism means two houses. One is upper house and second is lower house. Council of State, just like today, Rajya Sabha, Council of State, upper house, the house of elite classes. Council of State was the upper house, and Legislature Council was the lower house. We can say Legislature Assembly. Council of State was the upper house and Legislature Assembly was the lower house. So, introduce of bicameralism, very important. आज भी हम देखते हैं 2 हाउसेज हैं हमारे यहाँ, इसी को बेस बनाकर वर्तमान समय में एक लोकसभा एक राज्यसभा। बट एट दैट टाइम द नेम वाज अपर हाउस काउंसिल ऑफ स्टेट्स एंड लोअर हाउस लेजिस्लेचर असेंबली। नेक्स्ट फीचर इज सेंट्रल PSC। In 1919 Act, Central PSC was set up by the Lee Commission in 1926। बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, थोड़ा सा ध्यान दीजिएगा। 1926 रिकमेंडेशन ऑफ द ली कमीशन, सेंट्रल PSC was set up by the 1919 Act। 2-3 क्वेश्चन इसमें छुपे हुए हैं, राइट? हम बाद में इसको देखेंगे। सो बाय द 1919 Act, सेंट्रल PSC was set up। नेक्स्ट वन इज 1935। It is most important act of all, among the all, because most of the provisions or most of the features of that act were taken by the Indian Constitution। बहुत सारी फीचर्स इसकी इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में है, दैट्स वाई 1935 इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। At that time, 321 sections and 10 schedules. At the time of 1935, 321 sections and 10 schedules. अभी हम पढ़ेंगे सेक्शंस, अनुच्छेद और शेड्यूल्स, अनुसूचियाँ, ये फर्दर आपको टॉपिक आएगा। 1935 में फर्स्ट फीचर, RBI was set up, Reserve Bank of India, main feature of that act। As we know, RBI is the chief finance institute of India, who control all the financial institutes। RBI was set up by 1935 Act। Burma was separated from India। This is also important, as we know that Burma was the part of India। By that act, Burma was separated from India। Next one, diarchy or dual rule in central, which was in the province in 1919 Act, but now the diarchy or the dual rule applied in the central, just like the 1919 province dual rule in the provinces। What was that? Reserve subject and transfer subject, Viceroy, reserve subject managed by the Viceroy and its council, transfer subject managed by the Viceroy and its minister। Okay, next one, provincial autonomy। Provincial autonomy means provinces now became a autonomous body, means they were free, they are free to take some decisions, that is the autonomy, स्वायत्ता means freeness। provincial autonomy, provinces उस समय प्रांतों कहते थे, means the little bit power or little bit authorized, they are authorized for to make their rule, to make their decision, to take their decisions। This is provincial autonomy। Next feature, next feature is All India Federation। All India Federation, very important act, 1935। All India Federation was set up, and these act was divided, this act was divided between the central and the state, this act was divided between the function of the central and state through the three list, by the three list. All India Federation was set up, and that act separated or the allocated the function of central and state by three list. Just like today in the 7th schedule, there are three lists: central list, state list and concurrent list. Just like that. What was that? Federal list, 59 subjects, provincial list, 54 subjects, and concurrent, 39 subjects. The main feature of that 1935 post was it was allocated or separated the function of central and state, distinguished between the function central and state by the three list. Federal list, it means today's central list, आज हम इसको central कहते हैं, 59 subjects. Provincial list means state होता है province. Concurrent means the law made by the both federal and province both. Concurrent list means law made by both federal and province, means central and state, but most powerful was central in that concern. फिर से देखिए, फेडरल लिस्ट 59 सब्जेक्ट्स, लॉ मेड बाय द फेडरल और सेंट्रल. प्रोविंसेस लिस्ट, लॉ मेड बाय द स्टेट और प्रोविंस. कॉन्करेंट लिस्ट, लॉ मेड बाय द बोथ, बट अल्टीमेटली सेंट्रल was most powerful in that situation. And now 1947, the last act or the last step of the historical background of India or the constitutional development of India. Main feature of that act was to India and Pakistan became two free and dominant state. British post was ended. Secretary of State post was ended, and princely state is free to take the decision whether he want to go either India or Pakistan, because it was the time to freedom of the two countries. It was the time to Britishers left or remove the countries, left the country. So British rule or British administration was ended by the 1947 Act. India and Pakistan became the two free country. All the Britishers post was abolished, ended, and on at the stroke of midnight of 14th and 15th August, 14th and 15th August, remember it, at the stroke of 14th and 15th August, midnight of 14th and 15th August 1947, India and Pakistan became the two free countries. Lord Mountbatten was the first Viceroy of independent India. Lord Mountbatten was the last British Viceroy and first British Viceroy of independent India. This is very important question in the concern of prelims examination, right? So that was the historical background of the constitution, constitutional development of the India, right from the 1773 till 1947. इसके बाद थोड़ा सा क्वेश्चन आवर वाला एक एपिसोड रहेगा, प्रीलिम्स पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से और मेंस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से। दो क्वेश्चन इसमें हम लोग वी विल सी द मेंस एग्जामिनेशन इन द कंसर्न ऑफ मेंस एग्जामिनेशन। (1773 to 1947) it is the first topic of constitution or polity. It is related with the, or it is concerned with the pre-mens interview both. So factual plus analysis is very important for your examination. Now we will discuss the question in the concern of the मेंस एग्जामिनेशन। फैक्चुअल प्लस एनालिसिस जो भी हमने अभी तक देखा दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। फैक्चुअल प्लस एनालिसिस दोनों काम आएगा आपको प्री मेंस में। एंड नाउ व्हाट इज द पैटर्न ऑफ मेंस एग्जामिनेशन? सो 3 marks, 6 marks and 15 marks means short questions. What is regulating act? What is charter? Diwani, father of communal award. What is the name of 1909 act, 1919 act? It is the simple form of questions which is known as the small questions. 3 marks 2 लाइन में आते हैं ये। कुछ क्वेश्चन मैं आपको दे रहा हूं, लिखें। 1773 व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ द एक्ट ऑफ 1773? सेकेंड, हु वाज द फर्स्ट चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ सुप्रीम कोर्ट? थर्ड, सुप्रीम कोर्ट was set up by which act? Next, what was the function of board of control and court of director? Next, what was the name of 1784 act? Next, by which act partially monopoly of company was ended? Partially. By which act completely or totally business or trading monopoly of company was ended? Who was the first Governor General of Bengal? And who was the first Governor General of India? Who was the first Viceroy of India? Next question, by which act company administration or company rule was ended by British Crown or government? Next, name the 1909 Act and 2% involved in that with post also. Name the 1919 Act, also 2% with post also, who was Secretary of State and who was then Viceroy, the then Viceroy at that time. how many schedules and sections in 1935 Act? RBI was set up by which act? Responsible government word was used in which act? Direct election word or started by which act? In which act bicameralism was introduced? Name the two houses, upper and lower. By which act provincial autonomy was introduced? By which act diarchy implemented or introduced in the provinces? By which act diarchy introduced in the central or federal? So friends, this is your question hour session in the concern of prelims examination. 3 markers also, both are the covering in that the question session. Now the 15 marker questions or big questions. First one is, लिखिएगा, define the, नहीं रुकिए, क्रिटिकली एग्जामिनेशन ऑफ द 1909 एक्ट, ये बड़े में है, ये 15 मार्कर है, लिखिए क्रिटिकल एग्जामिनेशन ऑफ द 1909 एक्ट. सेकेंड, डिफाइन द 1919 एक्ट. Next question, 1935, define the or describe the 1935 was very important act with features also. That 3 questions is very important in the concern of UPSC and PSC examination, and it is considered as a lengthy question, 15 markers. So 1909, 1919 and 1935 ये लेंदी क्वेश्चन रहेंगे, और बाकी जो इसके पहले मैंने आपको बताया वो प्रीलिम्स एज वेल एज 3 मार्कर्स. ओके, वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट द लास्ट ईयर्स क्वेश्चंस. रेगुलरली आप जब देखेंगे लगातार एक्ट से 2-3 क्वेश्चन पीएससी और यूपीएससी एग्जामिनेशन में हिट हो रहे हैं. राइट, क्वेश्चन आवर सेशन भी हो गया. सारे क्वेश्चंस का आंसर आप राइट डाउन करिए, यहाँ से आपको उसका प्रॉपर आंसर मिलेगा और प्रॉपर चेक होगा वो. ठीक है, ओके ओके फ्रेंड्स, थैंक यू वेरी मच. शुभ रात्रि, गुड नाइट, अपना ध्यान रखिएगा. धन्यवाद
दोस्तों. ऐसी और वीडियोस के लिए सब्सक्राइब कीजिए परीक्षा चैनल को और बेल आइकन दबाना ना भूलें. और अगर आप तैयारी कर रहे हैं तो प्रैक्टिस के लिए अभी डाउनलोड करें एमपी परीक्षा ऐप.